Welcome to this Ayesha speaking test. I hope you are comfortable and you're not nervous. And I would request you personally to slightly elevate your loudness of your voice because that is mandatory. Since in the IELTS speaking test, we do have this false belief that we are given bands based on this eyeball to eyeball conversation with the examiner. That's completely untrue. The truth is that the band in your speaking section depends on the words and sentences which have been recorded by this recording instrument. So we do use this recording instrument to record this conversation, and by analyzing this entire presentation, we will be giving you with the legitimate score later. So I would request you again to increase the loudness of your voice so that my instrument captures all your words and sentences. So is that okay with you?
Yes,
so first of all, before I help you with the structure and the format of the speaking test, and I ask you these typical questions which have been designed for this candidate, that is you, luckily, I'm interested in knowing your name. So what is your full name and how may I call you?
My full name is Ayesha Yogi. You can call me by my first name, Ayesha.
Okay. And Miss Ayesha, which part of this country do you come from?
I belong to Tang district.
Uh-huh.
It's in the Rapti Anchal of Tulsi, Nepal.
Mm-hmm.
It's typically in the southern part
And
of the country.
what's so special about your hometown?
My hometown is very pretty, sir.
Uh-huh.
Firstly, there are many cities which are slightly developed than the other
Beautiful.
parts of the
Uh-huh.
other parts of the district.
Mhm.
Despite of that, other countryside of my district are very developed
Mhm.
and clean as well.
Okay. Miss Ayesha, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so Miss Ayesha, I must let you know that it is just the simulation or the mockery of the real test, obviously. But for your kind information, I must say that there is no difference at all between this mock test and the real test. The only difference you will find in the part of the accent of your examiner, because I do come from the same city. That's why I do have this typical Indian accent-like thing, which helps you to understand my questions. Otherwise, in the real exam, you will probably have an examiner who comes from the Great Britain, and this person will speak in a very different accent, which sometimes is not so comprehensible. So I hope you will understand this. Nonetheless, all other things are similar to this. So I hope you will live up to my expectation as well. So are you ready with this?
Yes, sir.
Miss Ayesha, this speaking section has 3 parts in total, part 1, part 2 and part 3. And the level of difficulty will be in ascending order, obviously. The first part is pretty doable. You can understand my questions that usually begin with WS words, and then comes part 2, and that's not an interview, it's a short speech where you are expected to speak for 2 minutes continuously, and then comes part 3 where we will have a very deliberate discussion on an abstract topic. So I'm pretty sure you are pretty aware of this topic. So without further ado, let's get started. Miss Ayesha, in part 1, we will talk about dining table, right? My first question is, do you have a set of dining table in your kitchen?
Yes, sir. We do have a set of dining table.
Uh-huh.
It's wooden,
Mhm.
and it actually elevates the look of the
Kitchen as well,
Yes.
it does, yeah.
So, and it's quite comfortable as well.
Okay. And does every family in your neighborhood have a set of dining table?
Yes, sir. Most of them do have a set
Mhm.
of dining table. Like, it's very common for people to have it these days.
Beautiful.
It also helps in elevating the look of the kitchen and the
Mhm.
house, as well as presenting the status of the person as
Mhm.
well. So I believe almost everyone has it these days.
Besides that, talking about the perspective towards the dining table, how do people perceive this piece of item? Let's say, do people think that it's a piece of luxury, or dining table is something that comes under basic necessity? So how do people perceive this particular item in your locality?
I don't believe that it's really a necessity, sir, not a basic need of someone.
Mhm.
Like, if people can afford it, they can have it in their house,
Mhm.
and someone can't afford it. So it's not a very necessity, like not a basic need of someone.
Mhm.
It actually does imply that some people with luxury items in their houses like present themselves a
Mhm.
bit higher in the society.
Beautiful. Uh-huh.
And the ones with not so many luxury products in their house are kind of the lower class of the society.
And Ayesha, do you think that dining tables are expensive in your country?
So it actually depends on the quality of the material.
Mhm.
So some of the quality are kind of low and affordable, whereas the luxury ones are kind of expensive. So it does matter on the product actually.
That's pretty proficient answer. Miss Ayesha, let me ask you a bit difficult question here. Okay, dining table is used for eating food on it, definitely, nobody doubts that notion. But could you please tell me for what other purposes dining table can be used for except eating food on it?
So I believe it actually can be used for the decoration of the house,
Beautiful.
like elevating the looks of the house, and plus we can decorate it with food items or the fake fruits that we usually get in the market these days for
Mhm.
decoration purposes.
Mhm.
And when we have guests over in our house,
Mhm.
it actually makes the house look more fancier. That's how it can be used.
That's incredible performance, Miss Ayesha. In 5 minutes' time, you have finalized part one of our speaking test, and you answered in a very proficient way. I must tell you that I did not witness even a single grammatical mistake in your 4 minutes long presentation. That was beautiful. So I hope you will carry on with this momentum in the next two subsequent parts as well. Miss Ayesha, please pick up that pencil that has been given to you. Now we have entered into the discussion of part two. It's not an interview, it's a short speech, officially called a cue card round, but generally we can call it a monologue as well. Here, you will have to talk about a topic for 2 minutes time. The question says, Miss Ayesha, describe a crowded place you have been to in the past. Here's your question paper, and you will have exact 1 minute preparation time, which starts now. Stop it, please. Yes. Miss Ayesha, you have to continue speaking until I stop you. That's the benchmark here. You understood this? You may speak now.
So one of the crowded places that I have recently been is a temple in Gorai. So it was last month that I went there with my family. It's actually in my hometown, pretty close to my hometown. So I went there with my family, and it was kind of bustling with a lot of people. It was during the time of a festival, so it was quite busy. And as we typically take temples as a peaceful and quiet place for our own peace of mind, we go there. But it was kind of a nasty experience for me at that time, and a lot of people were like pushing each other over the main part of the temple, like where we actually do the puja. So it was kind of uncomfortable around all of the people. I'm actually kind of an antisocial person as well, so I don't actually go out a lot. So it was kind of a bad experience for me at that time. Plus, I also got lost with my cousins as well, so it was very hard for me at that time. So the temple was pretty, along with a lot of people who were kind of sacrificing some animals as well. We don't actually believe in sacrificing animals a lot, so we weren't the part of that crowd. Still, there were a lot of people who were busy with doing pujas and stuff, but we didn't get our turn really on the time, so it got even late because of the crowd.
Okay, that's again a mistake, Miss Ayesha. I didn't expect this from you. At least please pass me that piece of paper. I'll have to write your full name here and total time you went on for. Your full name is Ayesha Yogi, and the total time that you spoke about or spoke for is 1 minute 25 seconds only. You are still sort of 30 seconds here. Means you did not meet the expectation or the standards of IELTS speaking test part 2. Nonetheless, I got to set you free now and now take you to the world of IELTS speaking part 3, that is officially termed as discussion part. Miss Ayesha, in part 1 we talked about a very tangible topic called dining table and you answered all my questions. In part 3 we will rather talk about a subject that is slightly abstract in nature. We will discuss the topic called kitchen comfort, or I can paraphrase this term, calling it comfortable kitchen. Miss Ayesha, my first question is, in your perspectives, what sort of kitchen would you consider a comfortable kitchen and why?
So I believe the kitchens with a lot of home appliances would be a better choice for comfortable kitchen, as it actually helps a lot while cooking food to the decoration of the house as well. Plus it's quite convenient to use them in this era of science and technology. So that's how I believe.
And talking about the human perspectives towards kitchen, Miss Ayesha, why do you think that the mankind is always striving for having luxury and comfort in every aspect of their lives? Why do you think that the kitchen is something that must be comfortable as well? Just like other things in human lives, people are, they are looking for making everything, full of luxury and sophistication. Why do you believe that kitchen is something that can be made comfortable as well? Why can't you handle this kitchen in a very traditional and kind of a traditional way? Why do you think that this luxury and comfort is necessary inside a kitchen?
So I believe that food is the basic need of a person or human beings. Like all of that, all of this development and stuff that we got on track of time is because of the basic necessity of having food. So the kitchen actually plays a huge role in the type of food that
How does it do that? How does a sophistication of the kitchen, or let's say the standard of a kitchen, help you actually to have a delicious food or a nutritious food? What is the connection between these two aspects?
I believe the one who actually knows how to use different appliances has actually the knowledge of a different type of food which can be prepared with those appliances. So the ones who are not very aware of the new technology and stuff don't really know what kind of food can be prepared from that kind of appliances and stuff. So it actually...
Okay, let's talk about robots then.
Okay, so
Humanoids or robots, imagine Ayesha, if used inside kitchen, then do you think it's a doable thing or humans should do it? Do you believe that for the purpose of making your kitchen comfortable, we need to think of using robots or humanoids inside kitchen as well?
no sir, I don't really believe in that statement, because food is something that actually connects with our emotions as well. It actually shows the affection of a person towards the family or the one that they are cooking for. So the thing about robots is that they don't have any actual emotions. Obviously we do have AIs and stuff that do that these days, but it's not really up to the par of a human being doing the kitchen stuff compared to the robots.
Miss Ayesha, I must say you have answered all my questions in part 3 as well. We have finalized this IELTS speaking test and you appeared for this interview for the exact 14 minutes time. It was amazing performance, really. I had to keep this video for the long days to come, since I will be using this video as a reference to motivate my students in the days and months to come. Thank you so much for your presence. You can collect your belongings and then leave this room right now. Thank you.
Thank you.